to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. The conclusion of the season, which both of these teams hope will end in a W in the Birmingham Bowl. It's the Florida Gators and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this season hasn't gone the way he planned, but one of the things he said to his team in the locker room, let's go out and have some fun. We had big expectations, and while we fell a little bit short, I want our fans and our team to play with pride, have excitement, and show everybody what we're made of. We have an opportunity to start new right now with this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Florida Gators offense will have the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Gators want to move quickly.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Split backs here. Defense in press coverage. He'll start this drive firing. He's got the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. First and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense penalty.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands from passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just feeds the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lines.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's ball. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll keep it on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Under fire. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Fires to the middle. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to run with ball. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give out of the gun. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets away from one, he's got space. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Mustangs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got...
And he's got it inside the 35. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. The throw to the outside is complete. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds his back in the middle. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in 2nd. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first. Makes the catch! And he's into the end zone! Down Gators!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Under fire. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Man, what a play by the wide receiver, just holding on to that football. That was a massive hit given to him by the defense, and you know when you're going to go over the field, there's a chance that happens. You're going to get hit anyway. You might as well make the catch. That was a tremendous job by the receiver.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Mustangs have moved it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for... running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. At the 35, he's got room. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Ball. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Stepping to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that?
There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Jaden one more time. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Ball. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he took.
Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught, and he's got room. Ripping through the defense. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. The throw. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. This is a game of swings and momentum. Makes the grab in their space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, the running back has it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Jones wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground and forcing a long yardage situation for your offense.
Yeah, life is...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the 1st half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Right back to him on the ground. Fights off a defender. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Singleton. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Florida. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now picked off, a turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Florida! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give from the gun. And he's still running after the move. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate...
Turning it on! Can't get him to the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Jennings. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The short hands, it's Knight. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. Inside the... touchdown, Gators! And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Headed for the corner, it's Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Gators sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The run inside. It's Ball. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was